Hey, what's up everyone? So one of the most popular Thai stir-fried dish is holy basil with pork, chicken, shrimp, or even beef. But you might not know that there is a fried rice version of this dish. And today, I'm gonna teach you how to make it. All right, so the first thing that we need, of course, is the rice. Always use day-old rice that are left in the fridge to dry out. The reason why you want to dry out the rice is that the more moisture that comes out of this rice, then the sauces that goes into this dish can easily penetrate that rice. And it is best to use a long grain rice. This is Thai Jasmine Rice, so you know, it's long grain. And we've got 200 grams of ground beef. And right here I have Thai garlic. So if you want to make this dish authentically Thai, it is highly recommended that you get Thai garlic, okay? Thai garlic has a little bit more stronger flavor, and then eventually when you eat it, it mellows out. And I've got about 15 grams of Thai garlic. Now for the Thai garlic, if you can't find it at your local supermarket, use a regular garlic. And for the chilies, I'm using Thai bird's eye chili. Now on the scale of Thai chilies, bird's eye is not that spicy. I mean, it is, but it is not crazy spicy. And the color doesn't matter, red, green, they're both about the same level of spiciness. Now you can use as much as you want, or you can use as little as you want. Okay, it's all up to you. I'm gonna use all of this. Just kidding, I'm just gonna use about 6. So right here we have the most important ingredient is this dish. It is the Thai Holy Basil. Thai Holy Basil might be hard for you to find at your local supermarket. So if that's the case, you can use Italian basil. To me, it's not 100% the same, but if you're gonna make this dish at home, Italian basil is better than nothing. Okay, now for the sauce, I'm gonna need 2 tablespoons of oyster sauce. That's 1, and that's 2. And half a tablespoon of light soy sauce, half a tablespoon of fish sauce, and finally a teaspoon of sugar. So if you plan to make like a restaurant or something, right? You can actually make a bunch of the sauce, put it into a squeeze bottle, and whenever you're making this kind of dish, just squeeze it into the pan so you save a little bit of time. All right, just some final prep work. Take the stems off the chilies and just rough chop it for now. And for the boys, after you chop those chilies with your bare hands, make sure you wash your hands afterwards. Trust me. And then we drop all the garlic and chilies into a mortar. Oh, and I forgot to mention for the Thai garlics, you might have noticed that I didn't remove the skin on the Thai garlic. That is because the paper on that garlic is actually edible, so don't need to remove it. Okay, that's done. Let's take a look at this garlic and chili mixture. I'm gonna show you how it'll look. It should resemble sort of like salsa. So if you don't have a mortar and pestle, you can always chop it with a knife or use a large butcher knife and just smash them all together. But the thing is that a mortar and a pestle works better because it actually helps release the oils in ingredients much better. Having a mortar and pestle at home, a small one, is actually quite useful, and besides, these things last you like forever. They're so hard and heavy. Okay, so all the hard parts are done. Let's cook. So I'm gonna cook off my garlic and chilies first. I'm gonna put my fire on a low-medium heat. You don't want too hot of a fire at this point because you don't want the garlic to burn. So that's why low-medium heat is the way to go. I'm gonna add a lot of oil. This is about 3 to 4 tablespoons of oil. Garlic and chili. You wanna quickly toss these around. See, my pan is super hot already. My garlic is starting to brown. I'm gonna throw in my beef. With the beef inside, I can turn my heat up to a medium now. Don't have to worry too much about the garlic burning at this point. And now throw in the sauce. Check that out. Let that sauce cook a little bit. Okay, so at this point, I'm gonna jack my heat up to a high, because I want to fry this rice. And because my stove has a pretty high fire output, it's quicker for me, oh, excuse me. It's quicker for me to make this. I'm gonna put my heat down back to a medium. Gonna drop in the holy basil. And just stir it in. Okay, and then I'm gonna switch the heat off. And I'm just gonna let the residual heat from the rice, from the pan, cook down the holy basil, because if you overcook the holy basil, it's gonna have a little funny taste to it. So that's why right after you drop in the holy basil, you don't want to cook it for too long. Doesn't that just look good? Now, I know you guys are real smart. I don't need to show you how to fry an egg, right? So, but for me, yeah, I'm gonna throw in the fried egg. Why not, right? Check that out. And remember, as always, I do make deliveries. I take Bitcoins and Camels as payment. And thank you all for watching. I'll see you all next time.